And we're ready to go here. So this is an introduction to the new features of StrataLogica 4.0. And among those new features, we have the removal of the Google Earth plugin. We're moving towards sort of an open platform approach where people can access StrataLogica from any device, anywhere, without having to use third-party plugins. Let's see, what else do we got? It's now going to work with Chromebooks. Chromebooks did not, there was no Google Earth plugin for Chromebooks. So we had a lot of teachers across the country that wanted to use these. They're very cost effective, and we think in many ways much better value than some of the tablet choices some districts have been making. And this opens us up not only to work with Chromebooks, but Android tablets and a variety of other platforms. We also have the ability to work with 3D maps and turn them into 2D maps, and you can preserve all the annotations there. So students can see quickly and easily the distortions of a flat map, and you can work with students to understand the benefits and the trade-offs of working with globes or 3D maps versus the 2D maps, and the ability to preserve those annotations and markings. And I'm going to show you that in a few minutes. We have enhanced drawing tools that include the ability to draw circles and polygons and rectangles and shade them in a number of different ways. Also, for those of you that have existing presentations that are already in the system, our new formatting tool will allow you to use your existing presentation, so it's not like you have to rebuild things from scratch. We've also got a home button that makes it, you can go from anywhere you are on the screen, zoomed in, upside down on a globe, around, whatever it might be. You click the home button and it takes you back to a nice expected view of the Earth, and then you can choose where you want to navigate to at that time. We've added atlases. So we have both Common Core and non-Common Core atlases. The atlases are not different. It's really the lessons that go along with them. I think Washington is a Common Core state. Is that something that's important to you, Sarah?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So a lot of the atlases do have the Common Core lessons and activities associated with them. We also have now Spanish translations for all the atlases. Grades K to 5, and I don't know whether that depends on what type of a license you buy, but we are going to be making those available to teachers. Is there what's the any need for Spanish language resources in your area?
Yes, about 1/3 of my class is Spanish.
Oh, okay. So that could be a nice feature for you. Excellent. Yes. Very much. So let's go in and take a look at it. The first thing that you'll notice is it's the exact same interface that we're all used to. So nothing has changed there. It's familiar and comfortable. If we go in here and click on the maps area, oh wait, before I go to the maps, I must have clicked on the test your system, and you can see that we're testing our system here. We're still using the Flash player, though we're also moving away from that, and I'd say by the end of September we won't have any requirement for the Flash player either. So once again, we're moving towards open source solutions. Now we open this up and it takes me to my readiness globe and familiar interface. I can turn on my information tab to get data about the legends for the map, and that's familiar. We also have all of the historical maps for U.S. history and world history are built in and wrapped around the 3D globe. Now, what I'd like to start talking about then is the new navigation features. We've replaced an area up here that had the Google Earth navigation with these 4 buttons. So the first place to start is with the help button here, and that gives you information both for mouse or touchpad in terms of how to manipulate the globe, turn it, rotate it, move it inside out, upside down, whatever might be necessary. Now also, all the tools that we have, the marking tools, work in similar ways, though as I mentioned, we have added a number of new marking tools here, including the circle, the square, and the polygon tool, as well as the traditional line tool and marker. You can select your sizes and your colors, and here I've created a circular area, a rectangular area, and the polygon. And the next thing I want to illustrate is the ability to use this second button to actually swap views and go from this 3D view into a 2D view. So here I've selected that. It's gone to this 2D view, and here are those same markings that I put on the globe, and they're here. So you can do some interesting things with students in order to illustrate to them maybe how things are stretched or changed in the upper or lower regions when you go between a 2D or a 3D map. Just gives you a little bit extra flexibility there. Now we also have, let me just go back here, for any of the maps we also have the traditional 2D, and by 2D we mean something that's closely related to the actual pull-down map that you might have had in your classroom. So here you've got the three thematic maps along the top, as well as the North Pole, the South Pole, and the legends down here below. So we can go back and forth between the 2D and the 3D, but we do have multiple options. The third view that you've got here from this little button is what they call this Columbus view, and this gives you a tilted view of the flattened Earth, and you can zoom in and out of this, and students seem to like to be able to look at these different views and understand how a map can be distorted in different ways depending on the type of projection that you use. Now I mentioned earlier about the home button. In this case I've taken my globe and I've gotten a little bit sideways and upside down and a little bit more on top of the globe than I'd like to be. And rather than manipulating the globe back to where I want it and trying to get it just into the right space, I can click on the home button and it takes it back and takes me back to just sort of the regular view here of this political relief series. So it's great if you ever get disoriented, or maybe you're zoomed in all the way on a satellite view and you want to pop back out and get the big view. That home button is always there for you to use. We have a search feature here, and the search feature functions in much the same way. You can type in a location on the globe and hit enter, and that'll take you down to a satellite view of the area. Here I've selected Santa Cruz, California. That's where I went to college. Here's the university up here on top, and one of the premier surfing spots in the country. But actually I've been getting into birding a little bit these days, and I really wanted to show you some more information about the Neary Lagoon here. So I'm going to work with my toolkit and create some markers here and embed a YouTube video. So I've used my push pin, I've placed that in the Neary Lagoon, I've named it here, and then I've gone to YouTube and embedded the YouTube embed code right here, and then it takes me here. As I go out and click on this pin, it launches that YouTube video up in a little area here. So this is a great way to get students to be able to do projects where they're able to embed visual information into maps. It also gives you the ability as an educator to be able to create presentations where you're embedding both images and videos into the maps at either that higher map level or down at this close-up satellite level. So that functions much the same way it has in the past. In addition, we still have all the same tools down here, and you can use these little markers to place buildings. We have animals, people, a variety of different symbols that can be embedded in your map and used to mark it up. The galleries, all of the files, if you've got existing work in your account, that can all be brought up under the new system and leveraged there. And then just going back here, here's another illustration. I used the circular tool here to draw a circle and mark this up. And they're pretty easy to use. You select the circle, you draw it and expand it until you get the length that you want. If you then double-click it, you can edit it and make it bigger or smaller, or you can always come down here and use your erase tool to erase the image completely. We still have the dual map view. I really like this. I like to set up thematic maps or different types of maps on the different globes and allow students to compare. And as long as they're locked together here, they move in unison as you move in and out or around. These, you can unlock them and then work with the globes independently. As I mentioned, this is our 5th grade atlas, the history of the United States, and translated into Spanish. And then this is just newly available and coming into the system. So that will be something we have. I think it's our junior geographer atlas that's the 4th grade atlas and covers a wide variety of geography concepts in that one. So our new elementary collection includes all of the maps for grades, all of the atlases, all of the maps and the atlases for grades K to 5. So you have a variety of different atlases at your fingertips. We also now have unlimited students, so you're not limited to just the students in your class. You can add as many students as you'd like. We no longer limit that. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to show you in terms of what's new. This new version is going to be available as of September 1st. It does work. Our recommended browsers are Chrome, Firefox, or Safari. We've been having a lot of problems with Internet Explorer and don't recommend that people use that. You can go in and take a look at this new version if you have an existing account, and that's you just go to test.stratalogica.com. And I think that you can use that. You know, you can always go and set up a trial account on the regular site, and you should be able to use that on the test site as well if you no longer have an active license. If you do go in there and find things that are maybe not working as expected, or you get confused or have any questions, please feel free to email us, StrataLogicaSupport@NYSTROMEducation.com, and we'll be there to support you, answer your questions. If you do discover something that you think is a bug, please let us know also the details of your browser and your operating system. So that's pretty much the overview that I wanted to give you. Do you have any specific questions that you'd like to ask?
I don't know.
Okay. Did that give you an idea of what's new or different? Is there anything else you were looking to understand about StrataLogica since you've been out of it for a year or two?
No, I just need to go back in and start working with it again. So, but you've given me a great overview.
Okay. Well, we're really happy that you were able to do that. How did you find out about this? Did you just get an email that we were going to be running this?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, I'm going to encourage you, if you go on our website at nystromeducation.com/learning, we have a list of all of our upcoming webinars, and we've got some more specific types of things. We've got both a Getting Started with StrataLogica as well as a number of different StrataLogica-related webinars like this one, maybe that focus more on presentations or working with student projects that are coming up. And so feel free to sign up, take a look, and see if there's any others that might catch your attention. And you know, feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions that come up.
Okay.
I see there's another person that's joined us here. Chris, were you able to see this presentation? And do you have any questions, or where'd you come in? I'm not quite sure. Okay, well, we can't hear Chris there. Pam, do you have anything else that we didn't cover that you'd like to add?
I think you covered everything really well. I would just ask Sarah what type of devices she's been using StrataLogica on.
Great question.
What class?
No, what type of device? Are you using iPads or Chromebooks or laptops? What are you using?
I've just been using it. We have a Prometheum board at the front of my classroom, and we've been using it on that. But we were hooked up to Explorer, and I think part of the reason why I stopped is because we were having so many problems with it. But we've switched to Chrome, and so I'm looking forward to the Chrome being, supported by the Chrome.
Oh, awesome.
Good. Good. Okay, terrific.
That sounds nice with the Promethean board to have it projected up there and have the students be able to go up. And of course, you've got your marking tools there as well.
Right. It's very nice.
Okay. Well, we're going to encourage you. Please feel free to go in and look at the test site and see how that functions. Maybe it'll even work even better for you without worrying about the Google Earth plugin and these other types of things. And definitely, the Chrome browser has been working pretty nicely for us. So thanks for checking in, and please keep in touch.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye-bye. Have a good day.